Now this dialogue is from the 1986 Mani Ratnam film Mouna Ragam. Mouna means silent, Ragam means song. The silent song could be a translation. It's a beautiful film. A very beautiful film. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. So Mani Ratnam had that, what I call the Madras phase, where he, although the picture might like Mouna Ragam is largely based in Delhi or Nayakan is based in Mumbai, but, or at that time it was called Bombay. Agni Natchatram was based in Chennai or Madras as it was called. Those films that he made in that 80s, mid to late 80s, were largely focused in and around Madras, although they might have been physically located elsewhere. So we call them the Madras films of Mani Ratnam. After that, he became national and even international. And to be honest, I never really liked the national and international phase in which Mani Ratnam went. But the films that he made, Agni Natchatram, for example, which was made in Hindi as Vansh, terrible remake. The original was superb. So this film has Revathi as the main character. She is the protagonist. She has had an affair with the character played by Karthik. So Karthik is this rebel, probably belonging to an insurgent group. I don't remember the details. But he's very outgoing, very charming, very effervescent character. Such characters, it's very difficult not to fall in love with, and Revathi also falls in love with him. But then he is shot dead on the steps of a court by the police. So that love ends and she doesn't want to get married after that. But obviously there is this thing called Ponnu Parkudal, Ladki Dekhne Aana, that is there in all Indian cultures. Boys come regularly and one of them, those boys is Mohan. He is an HR manager in a Delhi firm and very decent guy. Whenever a boy comes to see her, she always tells him no. When they meet separately, she tells them, I don't want to marry you. So here also she does the same. When she does it, this guy is saying that I came because I didn't want to get married. I came to refuse you. But now that you have refused me, I want to marry you. And eventually they get married, but she doesn't want to get married and certainly doesn't want to get physical with him. She tries to avoid him all the time. When he tries to touch her once, she says that, take your hand away. It feels as if she says, Kambli Puchi Madri Irukku. Kambli Puchi is that, Kambli is literally, even in North, it's called, blankets are called Kambli or Kambal. So when it passes on your skin, you have a strange irritation. When her husband touches her, she says, it's like a blanket worm touching me. Kambli Puchi Madri Irukku. So he takes his hand back in completely alarmed, in great shock. So after that, he tries to give her gifts. And she says, don't get me anything. And she gets very irritated and angry. And she says, don't get me anything. He says, tell me what do you want. I'll get it for you. He's a very nice guy. Typical HR person. I'll get it for you. I'll get it for you. So one day in anger, she says, whatever I ask, will you get it for me? He says, of course. If it's within my ability, I'll surely get it. He says, then get me Vivaharadha. Vivaharadha means divorce. Get me a divorce. And he's completely taken aback. And a few days later, he comes and gives her something. It's a box. It's a box wrapped in wrapping paper, gift paper. And she says, I told you I don't want anything. Take it away. She says, at least open it. She says, I don't want to open it. He says, at least open it. To hell with it. I'm opening it. And she opens it and she finds a divorce petition inside. On top of that, there is an anklet, a silver anklet that he has purchased for her. He says, Niya virumbi kettadonnu, Nana virumbi kondu vandadonnu. Which means there are two items here. One of them is the one you asked with great desire. You sought with great desire. And the other, I brought with great desire. Niya virumbi kettadonnu, Nana virumbi kondu vandadonnu. And the other thing is I wishfully with desire brought for you. And as he leaves the room, he turns around to see whether she picks up the anklet and leaves the divorce petition. He first picks up the anklet slowly and holds it for a while and then keeps it aside and picks up the divorce petition. It's a beautiful film. Great songs. Ilayaraja at his best. Superb songs. In fact, you would have heard one song in the film Chini Kam. The title song of Chini Kam. Balki was a great, R. Balki was the director of Chini Kam, was a great fan of Ilayaraja. So the title song of Chini Kam is one of the songs in Mouna Ragam. Manram Vanda Tendralukku Manjam Vara Nenjam Illayo. That's Chini Kam hai, Chini Kam, that song. That's the original song. You can listen to the original. I'll give you a link in this thing. The original is by SPB. It's superb. The Hindi one is also good, but not a patch on the original. Because Wali has written the lyrics of the original one. In the second one, I don't know who's written it, but it's more like a force fit. The tune is very good, but with the lyrics of Wali and the music of Ilayaraja, beautiful music, beautiful film. and this dialogue. I remember having watched it, I think it was on Doordarshan on a Sunday afternoon, and this dialogue stayed with me because the entire film hinges on this moment. Because the earlier affair she had with that rebel character Karthik is over now. Now she's married to this guy. It's almost like fait accompli. But now she wants to change that fait accompli by saying, I want a divorce. And at this moment, he says, please accept my gift of love, although I have also brought what you desired for. But she chooses the divorce. What happens in the film, I'm not going to reveal. You can watch it. Mouna Ragam, available freely on YouTube. The story, screenplay, dialogues, and direction, all by Mani Ratnam. So the credit for dialogues is also to Mani Ratnam. And the timestamp is 1 hour, 9 minutes and 50 seconds. நீயா விரும்பி கேட்டது ஒன்று, நானா விரும்பி கொண்டு வந்தது ஒன்று. பியூட்டிஃபுல் டயலாக்.
இதை தொடர்ந்து பார்க்க போறது இல்லையா?
நான் இவ்வளவு சொன்னதுக்கு அப்புறம் இதுதான் உங்களுக்கு முக்கியமா படுதா? ஓகே, இப்போ நான் இதை தொடர்ந்து பார்க்கணும், அவ்வளவுதானே?
விவாகரத்து மனு. நீயா விரும்பி கேட்டது ஒண்ணு, நானா விரும்பி கொண்டு வந்தது ஒண்ணு.